Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Strat Gamer here, providing you with a new Anno 1800 episode today. And today we are going to review 4 different modes. So I hope you're excited about that. We're once again looking a bit at modes that influence ships, but very different from the previous few episodes. If you've missed them, don't hesitate to check out the series that's appearing at the top. Recently we looked at modes to have your ship instantly built, also modes to unlock new ships, completely new ships that are not in the game, items to improve your ships. And now today we're going to look at mods who just don't need anything to improve your ships. They just improve the base ships, from the diving vessel to all of your steamships. There's a lot of different elements we're going to look at. So I hope you're excited about that. Before we dive in, please do consider subscribing to the channel. I still have more than 80% of the viewers out there viewing my videos that are not subscribers. It does take just 1 second. Please do click that button. It helps a lot to support the channel and to get YouTube to propose the video to others. Okay, so let's dive in with the first mode, which is actually called the diving vessel. And as always, these mods are not made by me, they're made by great creators, and I put the description in the description below, the links to download them. Today, I'm actually not even gonna try to say the name of that creator, I'm sorry. You guys know my pronunciation sometime, and this one, definitely not an easy one. And for the diving vessel, this mod actually improves the diving vessel that you do get from the DLC Sunken Treasure quite a bit. So the first thing you can see is 8 cargo slots. That can be really useful. Secondly, is each of those cargo slots now can host 100 instead of the 50. So that helps a lot again. And in the description of this mod, it says 5 items. Here you can only see 3. When you go into the actual transfer menu, you can see I've managed to put 4. I haven't really managed to put 5. So if anyone out there knows how to put the 5th one, you know, I tried to move it somewhere on the side, etc. But no, it just didn't pick it up. But already 4 is quite nice. 8 cargo slot with 100, that's amazing. And lastly, because this is not over, you can actually, you won't see it here, but the speed of the vessel is also quite a bit faster. We are now, you know, in the regular speed, and you can see it is actually moving quite fast. I don't know what is the actual speed, but honestly, look, it is moving quite fast. So this was the first mod, ladies and gents. As always, don't hesitate to share any thoughts, feedback that you may have in the comments below. And now let's move to the second mode, which will make all of your steamships faster. And this is by APG Arnold. I've already reviewed other mods from this great creator in the past, so don't hesitate to check out in the description below. I've linked all of the previous mods that I reviewed if you do want to check that out. And yes, indeed, all of the steamships, including the Great Eastern, I've gotten the speed increased, and you can definitely see that if you look at it. You'll see here 61 knots. If I remember correctly, I mean, obviously it depends if you have the first seal, no, sorry, actually, no, it doesn't impact. I was thinking about this one, the Elite Magnets plus 25, but you know, it depends obviously on your items and things like this, but in general, I think it's 9 or 10 knots, here 61, so that's huge. Similarly, you know, the cargo is around, I think it's 13 or 12 with that boost usually. Now you are at 75. And here, similarly, you know, the oil tanker 75, the Great Eastern, you can see here 75. The only one that actually doesn't show it is the monitor. which stays at 10.9 here in the description. And when you launch it, you can see that they are quite fast. You can see the difference. So that's quite useful, obviously, if you have a big empire and you do want to get your ship to transport a bit quicker. That usually means also you need less ships on a route, right? Instead of 3 or 4, for example, to transport your coffee from the New World, you probably need only one, right? Given how quick that's been improved. What is important to notice, though, is that all of the competitors, AI and pirates, have also gotten this speed bump. So you're not just the only one going fast. Otherwise, that would be a bit too much OP, I would say, to be honest. Okay, so that is the second mode. Once again, the faster steamship by APG Arnold. Thanks again for that one. Then moving on to the third one. The third one is quite an interesting one. It's ship items affect in a radius by Ghost Parrot. What does that mean? Well, that means usually you put your items in a ship and they affect only this ship, right? Now the items may be in one specific ship, but they will affect all of the ship around it. And when you do download that mod, you will see actually 4 versions of it. One says small radius, one medium, one large, and one, let's call it extra large, basically means the entire map. So if you go with that one for the entire map, that obviously will be very strong, right? Because all of the items that you put in every single ship will affect all of the other ships. So that is quite huge. And this is really focused on your warship. So this is something for the players who like war out there. How can you actually see this? So for example, here, I've put this item, the Captain Felicity Phoenix, in this one, and it does impact here. You can see it. It increases the hit points from 6,000 to 7,000. But now if I select also this monitor here, you will see that this monitor doesn't have any item, but still gets the bonus from Captain Felicity. And now let's look at the last mod for today. But do stay tuned because I have a surprise for you at the end. Is we're gonna look at the more ship slots by Neo, and I'm sure you've already sort of seen this while we were looking at the different ships. But basically, this mod will increase the item slot, but also cargo slots for most of your ships. And it's not just the Steam ones; it's also the sailing one. You can, of course, go to the actual description of the mod on the page, and you'll see for each of them the exact number. Just want to show you a few examples here, make it too long. But if we look at, for example, at the monitor, usually the monitor is 2 cargo slots, 2 item slots. Now here, 3 and 3. If we look at, where did I actually, no, here, the cargo ship, right? The cargo ship, we know that usually it is 6 cargo slot, 2 items. Now we are at 6 cargo slot, but 4 items, which makes it quite a nice one. Now, similarly, the battle cruiser, once again, I'm not gonna go through them all, but just to show you very quickly, it's usually 3 cargo slots and 4 item slots. Now we are at 6 cargo slots and 6 item slots. That's huge, especially in terms of item slots to fight. That's gonna be a big difference. So this was the fourth mod, really improves your ships so that once again you probably need less. Your ships are becoming a lot stronger. As you can see here on the saved, I have all those 4 mods working together, right? So they also build a bit on top of each other. You don't have to use them all together, but you can. That's something great to know. And now, as promised, before we conclude this episode, As always, of course, don't hesitate to share any thoughts, feedback, suggestions that you may have, including potential new modes that you want me to look at. Because in the next few reviews, we're definitely going to look at some big modes like the military mode, also the Awakening of Undead Leaf. So these are quite exciting modes around making your game harder, or making it more of a challenge versus some of the previous mods that we've looked at, who are actually sort of the opposite, right? They make your game easier. Anyway, so I hope you like this episode. If you did, don't hesitate to press the like button. It really helps, once again, the channel, show this video to more people out there, try to get more viewers and subscribers so that I can hopefully make more content for all of you. Okay, hope to see you next time.